Hello, welcome back to Map, a game about maps. My name is Pinelark Nerd. So we'll continue from where we got to in the last episode. I think we'd completed islands
Map.
4, 5 and 6. We're now on island 7, I believe. We can check that in the world menu in a minute, but let's carry on. Wow, look Reese, so many flowers!
Map.
We're definitely going to find your flower here, so what's so special about the flower? The raven flower is known for its perfection, be it its appearance, its scent, or its adaptability. Phew, that must be pretty exhausting. Yeah, maybe. But she can also grant wishes. Wishes? Wow, that's so cool. Right? Then I'll finally fit into my perfect family. I'll be nice, well-behaved and friendly. But Rue, you're already nice and friendly. Anyway, let's get started. Mark all the red flowers on the island. Okay, we have multiple missions. We have mark the red rose bush. We have up here, mark the red poppy flower in the grass and mark the red hanging flowers. You'll notice that there are already some lines and dots on the map. That's because I accidentally paused the recording, but we had already found some bits without me recording it. So I'll talk you through what I've looked at already. So I saw the rabbits over here. I did put the rabbit spot on here. The first red rose bush is just here, so I measured using the dividers from the jetty. The jetty is this sort of like little peninsula here, and there's one just here, and you can see there's the square island over here, rectangular island, which is this big tower. So that should be just about here. I think this dot is pretty much on the money. We just have to make sure we've got the correct quest selected. Point 1, I think that's what we got last time. There we go. There's also, if I can make my way up here, there's a little clue for one of the treasure maps. Hidden treasures. So you've got these like wooden circles, sort of cylinders, and initially I thought it was the towers, but there's only really that square tower, this big tower, and the circular one over there. And there's definitely more than that here. And then I thought, oh, it's definitely the tree stumps. It clearly is the tree stumps. But I tried mapping out the tree stumps over here with the green dots, and that pattern does not align to this pattern at all. But there are more tree stumps over that side of the island. And I noticed the X marking the spot is between the big tree stump and the little one, and then there's a bigger cluster over there, and I realised that this big tree stump here, nearest to me, is the one nearest to us just above my head here. And then based on that, I had a little dig just here and then adjusted to the right, and here is the treasure. And we got a tree stump sticker. The second treasure that we found is a lot simpler to find. You just had to come around the back here, and there's this cat head holding a carrot. And there was an X on the ground here, and I just dug, and that's where it was. So we are, where are we? That's a little peninsula. So we got the cat head sticker. We're just up from here, somewhere here. And then for these flowers in the middle, these are the red poppies in the meadow. This jetty, this wolf, is a nice line. It's 5 across, and each one of these posts is 1 step, so the map makers, the game makers, know what they're doing. 1 meter gaps between all of these, or 1 step gaps, I guess. And it's this clear 5 long straight piece of coastline here. And then we measured up from here about 6. And then this is actually lined up perfectly with the end of here. So with this end post. So mark the red poppy flowers in the grass is, you can see where it is, and it is just here. That leaves us with just one set of flowers to mark, which is these ones here. And I have marked them, just that's when I realised my recording was paused. So I measured it from here, and like just a straight angle. It's about 6, I think. So like this, that's what this line is, 6 away from the poppies. And then I also measured along here and up here, or just a straight line I think there, to get this. So let's mark the poppies on the map. There. Pretty much perfect, yeah. It's difficult to get it on here. I don't know where they want it, but there's a little leeway on that. But 3 stars on that one as well. Now there is one more treasure to find on that island, but I think we'll leave it there for that island, and we'll head on to island number 8. And we're going to take our time a little bit more on this one.
Map.
That's crazy. There's so many statues.
Map.
And water is terrible for my circuit boards. But just look at all those red fish. Oh yeah, the fish near the basalt rocks in the water. They're really cute. Oh, by the way, Milo asked if you could mark the missing statue. Also, he gave me this photo for you. I'm sorry, he's still so reserved. He doesn't have it easy with the other kids at school. They always laugh at him when he talks about the Raven City. Maybe that's why he didn't want anyone new in the crew. Oh, that's okay, Milo. Let's have a look at our map. Ooh, we have a series of islands. Let's move the dividers out of the way. We have like this sort of lots of odd shapes. Okay. This could be like here or here maybe. This is a good shout actually. Yeah, we've got that squiggly island, long island over there, then a bigger one which is 2 islands. It looks like those rocks nearest us are a separate island. There's a tiny one down here, and then this goes on that way. So our jetty is here. Let's grab the thing, and it's the little dot here is showing you where it rotates around. So you can make it bigger and smaller around that dot, and you can also rotate it around the dot. That's roughly right. Yeah, that'll do. So we've got mark the school of fish near the basalt rocks, and mark this missing statue. Okay. There was a little picture there as well, which is giving us a clue of where we're looking for. I assume that's a little help to say that there's a statue missing, but yeah. How many treasure maps do we have on this map? 2 treasure maps, or treasure maps, hidden treasure is what I mean to say. This is a nice sharp corner on the map here, so we can see where the edge of this building is. There is one basalt rock, and a few. What did it say? Mark the school of fish near the basalt rocks. So maybe there is more basalt rock. And I don't think we'll be able to get to the other islands. I think if I go out here, yeah, we're going to be plonked back on the shore. Well, yeah, these are the basalt rocks. Maybe we can walk out to this one. Looks shallow enough. Oh yeah, we can actually walk quite a way out here. Oh, basalt rocks with fish. Okay. We are quite a long way out. We are measuring without any land. which is fine. But yeah, that's going to be a tricky one. Okay. Let's do the fish first. So from this corner we've got like a 3. Which would be, if I just, let's double check it. I'm pretty sure I know where that goes to, but, oh, my mistake, do this. Yeah, that's like the edge here, that's the 3, and then if we do a straight line out from here, we can see how many we get to align with fish. It's about 10.5, maybe. So let's stretch this out to 10 and a little bit. And I want to make this pretty much like turning this into a square kind of thing. So I'm going to just do a little line there. So it's in line with that, and it's, if we facing that, turn this way, it is about 2 that way. We're going to double check it as well in a second. So that way. So that's our first line to check against, and now we're going to measure directly from this corner out to the fish. It's 10, so let's put this on 10. 10 steps, and then directly from this corner out to here. So we did start just outside. We did start just outside the 10. I do want to get it to measure 10 though, so let's go back to here, and then just like here maybe, up to here. If I grab the pencil, I can do that. So I'm reckoning it's right in the cross there. That's going to be the redfish. We can also measure from that island, I guess. Can we get all the way? Ooh, no, I don't. That might be too deep for us. That is too deep for us. It's not going to let us do that. So, yeah. Oh, we can walk this way, though. We just can't get to the whole island to measure. That's, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think we're going to have to go with that from the 2 measures from that corner. Is there anything else we can measure? We can measure from here. So middle of this far end. It's about 13, so let's get this on here. That would be about 13. Oh, look at that. That's giving me a lot of confidence. if that's not right, then we need to go back to map school, because that looks like we've got 3 lines crossing. We've trig pointed the fish. Oh yeah, just off, just 0.4 that way, but really close. Really decent. We've got 3 stars for it, so I'm happy with that. So our other oh, it has a nice little completed thing, so we know we've done it. The other one is marking the missing statue. Now from the picture, I'm assuming we're marking it up here where it's missing, not the statue itself, which is in the water over there. So yeah, let's get to this corner of this building. I think that's 3. Oh, we've got the statues of the Raven King, or the Raven King worshippers, I guess. I missed those over here as well. Little dodo-looking things. By which I mean the Pokemon, not the dodo the bird. But I guess maybe both. So that was 3, and then it's like 1 out from here. Oh no, it's in line. It's just that this is so. Let's get that measured. Ooh. I do like this as a tool. This is super handy because I'm not amazing at looking at the grid and knowing how many it is. So just to be able to do this. Is it against? Oh, it is against that. Yeah. Okay. So we can do a little line here. Now from here, are we in line? It's about 6. Oh, it is pretty much in line with that that edge. So let's see what that comes to. Like here. And that would be a little bit to the edge. So we can actually use this to measure as well, this way, and be like, how much is that? 1.5. Are we 1.5 steps from the edge? We're about that, maybe just the 1. But yeah, let's put it here. Wrong. Oh yeah, it wants us to. Well, we had to do it to find out what it wanted, if it wanted the missing area or the statue. So let's try again. It looks like we're doing some like offshore mapping. But we can do what we did before and measure it from here. So this is pretty much 2. I'm going to measure it from this corner here. That's 11. So we're just going to do a big sweeping line here, somewhere along that line, and then can we measure from the tree? I think it's going to be a no. I'll try that. Oh, I can. Can I walk in this water? No. That's going to be an issue because we can get over here, but we can't do steps. If I do steps, it's going to do that. Yeah. So eyeballing it. 1, 2. Difficult to say. Okay. We can measure from the School of Fish though, and we do know where that is, so. Okay, 9 from the School of Fish. Just a little bit out on there, so that's that. Oh, I didn't set this to 9, that would help. And then from the island, that would be about 7. It's 6.5. Does that look right, I guess, is the next question. Yeah, it might be a little bit closer than 6.5. Map. We can't easily measure for anything else here because we've got these bits where we can't measure from. So I think that is pretty much it. We're going to go a little bit closer. So here maybe. See how that is. Ooh, we were wrong to go closer. Try again. we go, within half a step. We're still a little bit too far south.
Map, map, map. Map,
Hee hee.
map, map,
I was
map.
like, hee hee, fishies. Yeah, we didn't find the treasures on that map. I didn't see anything with treasures. I'm gonna jump back in and see if we can see those. We might get the cutscene again. No, we're good. Okay. Let's see. Now, we can get to this island. I don't know if we can get to that tower. Nope. Threw us back onto land. Is there any clues over here? No. That's our boat. Anything painted on these walls? That I can see. Maybe these are giving some sort of clue. They're like looking at the rocks, intently looking at the four rocks. This looks like, if I was hiding treasure, I'd put it here, but I did not hide the treasure. So. Yeah, we can't get to our boat, we never can, but we also can't get to this island out here. I'm tempted to dig by that tree out there because we can jump over to it, but it's not obvious. So let's go over here. Can we dig in the water? Oh no, we can. Okay. That opens up the possibility of it being any... Oh, we've got like a stick here pointing that way. Maybe that's a clue. No, I think if there is a clue somewhere, we are missing it. Can we jump over here? We can. I'm sort of digging wildly again, so I think that's going to be a no on finding the treasure on this island. Okay, the digging wildly was a success. Just as I was about to give up. We got a sticker. We got a statue sticker by the looks of it. Oh yeah, sort of Raven King statue sticker. Did we get any achievement for using every one of the stickers that we've unlocked? Oh, there's so many stickers. Well, I'm guessing we don't for these, so I'm going to try and get rid of all of these. But that was... Yeah, we've got the little thing showing us we've got one of the two. But that was a little bit more of map. We will be back for another episode. But yeah, 2 more islands solved. These are still reasonably easy. Aside from not knowing what it meant here, the missing statue, it wanted the actual missing statue, not where the statue was missing. Which wasn't really clear from the... Maybe it was more clear in the dialogue, but I was reading the dialogue, not listening to the dialogue. So maybe it was clearer that we wanted to find the missing statue, not locate the missing statue. But yeah, we will be back with some more map again next time. But yeah, for now, my name is Pinelark Nerd, and I will speak to you next time. Goodbye.